was born a Raider. I was born with the Raiders rolling in the Coliseum in LA.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
It was nice watching NFL football without stress this weekend, but now it's time for the Las Vegas Raiders to get back at it. Antonio Pierce especially has his work cut out for him as he tries to get that interim tag removed from his head coach title. Since he got the job, the Raiders are 2-2 with wins coming against the New York Jets and Giants, and losses coming against the Miami Dolphins and Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, the Raiders got those wins because Pierce has them playing much harder than they did for former head coach Josh McDaniels. Pierce also promoted quarterbacks coach Bo Hardegree to offensive coordinator, so the Raiders' offensive approach is different. There are 4 weeks of film on the Raiders now, so the coaches better have used last week to expand their playbooks, especially on offense. That might not be all the team needs to expand, though. There are some young players on the team that need their role expanded or changed. Guys like Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, Colt Miller, and Max Crosby need help. Therefore, we should see a whole lot more of these youngsters down the stretch of the season to at least see what they have. Alright, it's time to get over that personal foul penalty against the Los Angeles Chargers in Week 4. Interior defensive lineman Jerry Tillery is developing. The knock on him used to be his play against the run, but he's drastically improved that. He can penetrate and get down the line to make plays. And when he's at the point of attack, he can use his length to keep blockers off of him. Here he fights off the double team to make the play. Trying to run at Tillery now is a different deal than it was in the past. And when he's on the field, he can still put some heat on the quarterback. Here on this stunt, he's going to show good closing speed to force this incompletion. Here he's going to chase Jets quarterback Zach Wilson out of the pocket off the stunt. Remember Amik Robertson's game-winning interception? Well, it was Tillery's pressure that set it up. And here he gets to chasing Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes around. We need to see a whole lot more of him and less Bilal Nichols going forward. We need to see more Malcolm Kuntz on the other side of Max Crosby too. He looks like he's coming along too. In the run game, he's starting to get rid of opposing tight ends. He can also use his length to keep tackles off of him. Here he gets rid of the pulling guard to make the play. You want to see it again? Here it is. And here he doesn't over pursue and closes down the backside cutback lane. Kuntz is really coming on as a pass rusher too. This sack here isn't going to count, but look at the bull rush. Here he's going to get a dead animal on your doorstep sack, but he does a good job of keeping the tackle's hands off of him. Watch the speed, the bend, and the hands here. He's going to force a fumble too. Watch this bull rush here to set up a sack for Crosby. Here he's going to chase Wilson out of bounds, and linebacker Robert Spillane's going to get credit for the sack. And here Kuntz is going to chase Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes right into the waiting arms of Crosby. Now, corner Marcus Peters did do the Raiders some good this year. He has a pick six to his name. But he can't stay with fast guys long enough anymore. And if you run a really good route, you will lose them. And he missed out on opportunities to intercept passes that he usually makes good on. Peters should have 2 pick sixes this year. So therefore, his coverage is no longer worth his tackling or lack thereof. Sometimes he just misses tackles like that, and other times he just doesn't want that work. Ole. You can't wear number 24 for the Raiders and tackle like that. Here he has a chance to really put a lick on a receiver, and he whips all together. And this here's the straw that broke the camel's back and Pierce's will to see him succeed. And taking his place should be Nate Hobbs. Tackling won't be a problem as he did plenty of that while playing in the slot. Hobbs has always been a tough customer that's willing to stick his nose in there. Watch him go get it on this blitz here. Here he corrals Tyreek Hill in the screen game. He's a good open field tackler. He's forced to fumble along the way too. In coverage, this is one of only 2 touchdowns he's given up all year. As you see here, they've already used him outside some this year. He can do it all. People get it twisted because he had a bad year outside last year, but that was only because he broke his wrist. And of course, he's still the best in his position in the slot. Slot corner is a high reception percentage position, but he makes it difficult. And he's very opportunistic when he gets a chance to get that ball. I think he'll do very well outside, and Tyler Hall has been solid in the slot when he's played, so he should be a good replacement for him. I want to see more Jacorian Bennett on the other side too. He's taking his lumps as a rookie. But he's also flashed the ability to make plays on the ball. That was pretty good right there. He's also flashed good recovery speed. He's pretty hard to beat deep. Here he's going to break up a back shoulder fade. And here an off man, he's going to close in on that dig route. I see after Peters that tackling is something we have to worry about, but not with Bennett. Bennett has no fear of sticking his nose in there. He comes up at the correct angle to make the tackle easy for himself. He can do it in the open field on those receiver screens too. Doesn't matter if it's a running back or a receiver though. He wants that work. Here he's going to save a touchdown on third down. He has since lost his starting job due to an injured shoulder, but I want to see him get it back and develop. I want to see safety Isaiah Palomao develop too. He will come up and rock on running plays. On passing plays too, he's just a good solid physical tackler. If you're a ball carrier, you don't want to give him a chance to run all the way across the field on you. At 6'4", it's hard to throw the ball over him, which is how he forces the incompletion here. And he has the range to go get it if you're trying to go deep on him. Marcus Epps has done a good job of teaching he and Merrick how to play the safety position. I don't think he's needed any longer. Now we finally turn to the offensive side of the ball. We need to see more Trey Tucker. He showed this preseason that he can run right by people with his ridiculous speed. He and quarterback Aiden O'Connell showed they had a pretty good connection on deep balls as well. Look how easy he runs by guys though. Then when he got in during the regular season, he showed he can run by starters just as easily. Too bad this one was underthrown. He got the pass interference though. Oh, I made a mistake on this one. He's the one in the yellow circle. When he takes off on you, he takes off on you. Tucker ran a 4.40 at the combine and a 4.29 at his pro day, and he seems to run by guys just as easily as Tyreek Hill does. He should be in there with Adams more to put those free safeties in conflict. And now we're on to tight end Michael Mayer. He needs a bigger role in the offense. He struggled with his blocking at the beginning of the season, but then he started coming through for running back Josh Jacobs. He gets it done when it's time to get nasty near the goal line. Watch this block here. He takes his man all the way to the other side of the formation. Now watch him combo off and spring Josh Jacobs on this long run here. and he finally started getting a chance to show that he can be a weapon in the passing game. He has really good hands and he can finish the catch through contact. Oh, and did I mention he's hard to bring down? And of course, with his size, he's a nice target in the red zone. He's a good route runner that can get down the field on you too. Those hands though. And let me tell you, he's a tough customer after the catch. The Raiders definitely need to get the ball in his hands more. What Tillery did against the Chargers was inexcusable, but it's time to forget about that. He's come along as a pass rusher and a run stuffer. He's been on punishment long enough. It's time to start him again. If he's in there rushing the passer inside with Crosby on one side and Kuntz on the other, the quarterback has nowhere to go. Hobbs is the best corner on the team, so I'll say no more about him. And Bennett, I want to see him get a chance to develop. The same with Polamalu. And since the passing game is all about Adams, he needs speed on the other side. And Baby Ghost could be the cherry on top of this passing game. Thank you for watching. See you next time.